All right, hi guys. This is round two. I somehow managed to not get any audio. I hope this works on the last one. I had minus 16 on the front, which was great, and then shit the bed on the back and it just played like crap, except for hole 16. So we'll go over that on this one. I think we've got that one nailed down. Okay, so let's get at it. I got lots of drops on that last one. Unfortunately, oh, that's loud. Unfortunately, you can't hear the explanations. Okay, so this account is a little different. I've got an APOC 2. The last one I had an extra mile. You can see I don't have the greatest clubs selections here, but, that's why we make the notes and make it work. So on this one here, 378 was the extra mile with a little OP. So what I do, and I'll show you here, is so now when I got my first drop, which was from 378, you can now take that position and use the slider bar, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a sec here. What the fuck am I doing here? Okay, so about 2-1 should be about right there. Sorry, something came up and I kind of dicking around now. So just a touch of OP here. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to write down our yardage. And I'm going to show you how to use the slider bar if you haven't seen it before. So that is 367. So 367, okay. So 378 was my spot. So 367 is 11 yards short of that. So I'm going to use the slider bar at 22%. So what I was playing was Goliath on my next one, minus 5%, with the wind arrow. So what you do is for every yard you use 2% slider. So because it was 11 yards difference, I get that to 22. So I'll show you here what I'm going to do. So Goliath 2.5 with wind arrow. And I hit the check mark here, and then at 22%. Okay, see that's a 0.9. And then I want plus 0.2. So I'm going to play at 1.1. For backspin, and I'm going to do just a sliver of left to offset the wind and go right at it. So the thing is about this Goliath 6 is you don't have a great ball guide, so you got to leave a little space. So that looks pretty good to me. And 0.9 of a ring. I can always run it down to the end of time when I do these fucking videos. It's annoying. So this should be pretty close. Okay, so a touch right. So that was... It looked like the lineup was good. So if that went a touch right, that means I got to pull 0.1 more. So we know next time now. Oh shit, I didn't add the 0.2 at the end for the 1.1. So that should have went in. So I made a mistake and I played the 0.9 and I didn't add the 0.2. Okay. So hopefully that'll get my head out of my ass here. I find it hard to concentrate when I'm doing this video. So what my adjustment said was at 378 off the tee. Was now on the second shot Goliath minus 5, and then at the min number plus 0.2. So when I took the 367 that I had, okay, which was 11 yards short, I now added 22% to the slider, okay. So when I added 22, right, basically what I had was now I should have said, okay, point 0.9, okay, which you can see is highlighted in the thing. That's my 22% number. And I should have added that point 0.2, and that's what I forgot. So I should have played at 1.1, which would have brought it a touch, to the left more. And I think that would have been in the hole. So that's where I made my mistake. So we'll try not to do that again. I haven't looked at my bracket, but there's people putting up pretty good scores. The last account, I was able to get 16 on the front and then just a horrible 11 under on the back. A couple of errors, couple of unlucky. The hole that seems to be giving me fits is hole 6. I just, in rookie, for whatever reason, I just can't seem to hit the damn fairway. I don't know why I'm playing this, but might as well now. We're not playing any replays after this one. Okay, so this one, let's see here. 4 and 4-ish. Let's just go right at it. So this one is mid plus 10 plus arrow. And I'm going to guess that that's about plus 5 arrow. Or no, this one's max, I think. So I'm going to play 1 ring. This should be pretty close. And then this will be the last replay. I just forgot. I didn't forfeit the replay because I was yakking. Make these a little quicker. Okay, I'm going to pause this out. Okay, so hole 2, we're using a Kingmaker. You don't have to, but I've got lots of those balls. These accounts I just play on, in tournaments, and get to load up on the balls when you do well in the tournaments. Plus, I've bought balls where Kingmakers come with it. Okay, so we want Goliath, mid plus arrow, blah, 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 blah. Let's make sure we got our Goliath on, Kingmaker. So we're going to play, so this one here, I'm playing, okay, so if you're playing a lesser ball, just remember to play the power 3 adjustment though, because that's what my adjustment's based on. Okay, so I'm playing mid plus 10 with the wind arrow, 4 down and half left, and my note says a little left of right at it. Okay, and this hole's been good to me so far, so hopefully I didn't jinx myself, but so Kingmaker, so 4 down, half a left, and a little left of right at it. Okay, which looks like somewhere in there. Okay, I'm going to bring it back just a touch. See that glitch right there? So I'm going to put it right in there and a little left of right at it. So 2-9. Okay, with the wind arrow pointing in that direction. And 1.4. So this shot's been pretty good to me so far. Hopefully that goes in. Fuck. So I think I have to pull just a little further back on my line up there. I was sort of rushing a bit. I think if I pulled that another square back, we'd be in the hole. That one's been going in, quite often for me. So unfortunately, it's huge to hit 1 and 2 and get a good start on this course because there's not a lot. I've been really successful on 1 and 2. Number 5 and number 7 are sort of the holes that have been good to me. And then try not to screw up on the other holes. Let's see here. Hole 4 has been a complete pain in the ass. I hit it on, if you'll see the hung high video that I did with the no audio. And you see where the landing spot is there. And I had talked about that, but nothing came through, unfortunately, because I've been playing with that shot. And it finally paid off, but then I missed it on the back anyway, where I thought I hit the exact same shot. So it's sort of annoying. Okay, I'm gonna pause this out. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so this hole three, it's important to take, if you don't have a high level, any like a big dog, but I find the Horizon is, it's got max topspin, so I just think that that's the right club for this hole. So we've got APOC here. So you're going to use a power 5 ball. So I would say in about there. So that's about 3 OP there. Okay, so 4.6, and I'm just going to put plus 10 in, even though I don't think there's elevation, just for the wind effect, and I'm powering it out there pretty far. So that's about there. The key is not to go through the fairway. If I bounce once and hit the rough and out, I'm happy there. So hopefully I've not hit that too far. Okay, so that's what I wanted, was just to hit the rough and go out. There's a chance if you hit it, you get it on the screws, you go through the fairway. So the next shot's going to be the Horizon shot, and we're just going to play a big slice. The key, well, in what you're hoping for, is that it's got enough curl to get around. And there's a chance on the back nine on my last account it got stuck in the rough, where in the front nine it rolled through nice. I'm almost tempted to play a power slice. And I know, because I've looked it up, the Horizon ring numbers are 10 rings on a power slice. But I'm not sure I want to try it live in the tournament in the last round. If this was the first round, I'd have no problem with it. I probably should have tried it back then. So let's see here. So our angle isn't the best. So you see all this top spin you got with the Horizon. Make sure you get as much right in as you can. So I would say, what's that? That's 4 rings to there. So 3-1 with the Horizon, okay, is 1.3. So I've got to hit about 3 rings OP. And I'm going to try and just play this one with the max curl. Hope the hell it doesn't hit the light post. And about 3 rigs OP. So we don't hit it too far. Perfect shot. God, it just misses that pole, man. All right, good. So we got the good rollout. Okay, so we're good with that shot. That's about as good as it's going to get. But that's the advantage of that Horizon, is that when it hits the rough, you get that nice roll down. Where with the big dog, you've got the power, you just don't have, And by the way, if I don't clip the rough there and I keep it short of the next rough, then you can just make it over. I mean, with backspin, and that's where the big dog would come in handy. And if you feel comfy with that shot, it's fine. When I missed the rough a couple times, I went through the fairway and then I couldn't reach anything. I had to lay up. So it's sort of the chance you take. I mean, it's possible to, the shot that I made, play it in full overpower with less topspin. I haven't got anything down for that shot. I've been playing it this way each time. All right, so this one I think is just straight downwind, pretty much, which is simple. So we're just going to aim sort of, because there's a bit of left, we're just going to aim in the right side of the cup. The fucking needle's so slow on this thing. It freaks me out. Okay. So that gave it a little more left than I wanted, that's for sure. So next time I'll make sure I get it right into the right edge. I was just right of pin there. Okay, so that's hole 3. I'll pause this out. Okay, so hole 4 is a Goliath and a Quasar. And I'm playing it 2 down, 3 right, +5 with arrow. Okay, so 2 down and 3 right. And now I think the key to the shot, okay, is see that brown square where my last ball guide is there? I'm playing sort of in the lefty-ish corner there of that. Okay, right about there. So 4-9 with that wind. Okay. At mid is 2 rings. Okay. So this went in once and missed once in the last round. Get in, baby. Okay, so that's a good adjustment there. I've had I mean, I'm really happy because I worked really hard on this hole because I kept going right and I kept going right. So I was originally 2 down and 4 right. I finally gave up on the 4 right and went 3 right. And, you know, so all I did on that last part of the ball guide is you see where it's on the left side of that brown square. So I'll quickly after this I'm going to pause this out and I'll go to the replay and show it again. Okay, so again, I'm playing power 1 ball, Goliath +5, and I hit 4-9 with the wind arrow, okay, in that direction there. You know, just line it up with the wind. Okay, and you see that brown square, where the last one, which is about 4 squares short. See, I'm in that lefty sort of corner there, just a touch out from the corner. Okay, so count the squares, 4 squares from the hole, sort of. Okay, and taking that point, and now adjusting the 2 rings, okay, that you can see on the app there. So I'm starting right in the middle, pulling 2 rings right there to the red. So I missed this once with the same shot. It went in once last round and missed once. But I'll take it because I've had a real hard time on this hole. So, okay. So that's cool. I love it when, you know, kept working at it and at least I'm getting, that makes up for missing 1 and 2 now. Oops, don't want that. Okay. So this hole, I was using a rock, oh no, yeah, this one I use my APOC because I don't have an APOC on my other account. So with APOC, I can't play any OP and only 3 topspin. Okay. And what ball am I using here? Titan. Okay. So this hole, I'm using a Titan. And then I've got my yardage down just like hole 1 from there. So I know at 333 I'm mid -0.1 and then I'll work on that from there. So the key is I just don't want to blast it too far because this club goes a lot further than my rock on my other account. So only 3 topspin, no OP, says my notes. So I don't want to aim down there. I want to be more about here. And you see the ball guide is sort of pointing at the rough. Well, I'm going to play a nice part of curl here. Let's see, somewhere on the top of this hill looks right. So I'll say that wind's about 5%. Power 3 ball, still 1.1. Okay. So 1.1 1.1. Don't go more than that. Don't be pulling, into the danger area. Just play a little out and more curl. You don't want to be pulling too close to that rough and hit great right, and then you've fucked the whole hole up, because this fairway's huge. Just play a little more curl. Just make sure you stay away from that left area. So what's this? This is 324. Okay. So I'd like to be a little further in that, but we're not. So at 325, I was just bare min. So 324. So I might go min plus 0.1 maybe. We'll see. If 333, so I'm 9 short of that. Or no, 9 short would be 18 more on the slider. So let's see here, 18 on the slider. Minus 0.1. So this next shot is 0 elevation with the Goliath. So let's see here. So 3.5 at 18 here is 1.2 minus. So we're right in the mid. So I'm going to play at the 1.1. There's 4 topspin on this. Okay, and I'm playing it short of the hole. It'll roll up because I got this Goliath 6. There's not a great ball guide on it, so you're getting more than it looks like. Get in, baby. Get in there. Oh, you fucker. So what did I write down here? Second one. 4 up. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put that note. So at 325 and 324, I'm going to play it in direct min. And I'm going to aim right edge. That's all I'm going to change. That's too bad. I've been getting that, or I got to hit it further. I was getting that when I was closer, which makes sense. So if that next time, maybe play 4 topspin. I've got 3 written down. I'm going to play 4 next time from the top of that hill. It's possible that I had 3 written down, and went into the max. I played from the top of that hill. So whatever gets you there. So if you get to that 333 mark, that's our marker, because that's where I sank it from. And I played mid minus 1. Minus 0.1, sorry. So whatever the mid number was, minus 0.1. And that went in. I've got 2 stars. So I sank it twice from that position. But that was with the rock, which was easier. So that's probably why. So I would say either play the max APOC 2, if you have that. Or I had played a rock 5, which only has 1 topspin. You got to play a little overpower. And you can see that on the Hung High account that I posted already. So if you played the max sort of APOC 2 that I had, like the max distance with no overpower, I would use 3 topspin. But if you bring it back like I did to the top of that hill, what am I doing here? If you bring it back to the top of that hill, then I would play the 4 topspin. Okay, so next. So that's 5. So 6, I've got EM power 5 with a little this hole. So this hole has been a fucking pain in the ass. I keep hitting bad tee shots for whatever reason. So I'm going to use this ball again. Actually, I don't. This is the one I used a power 4 ball. What do I have here? Oh, this is fine. I'll just play this. This is such a nice ball. I don't like killing them, but I want this side spin to get me out to the right and also not play more top spin, because I'm either hitting the rough and staying in it, or I'm bouncing over and going through the fairway into the next rough, which is a complete pain in the ass. So I'm taking less topspin. I'm going to put more right on it. When I used a Power 5 ball that only had one side spin. I didn't curl it enough now. It's been a real pain this hole, to be honest. All I want to do, even if I hit the rough and bounce out in the fairway, I'm happy with that because I can reach with a sniper from there. But everything else is bad. I think I put a junglist in my bag to make sure I had some topspin because I don't have an Amazon. If you have an Amazon, this is a course that you have to think that you should have it on. You don't want an Amazon around the green, obviously, but there's so many times that if you're in the rough, an Amazon can save you on this course, especially in rookie. So that's sort of where I want to be, what he just did. That was a nice shot. Okay, so I'm going to use all the top. I'm going to use 4 topspin only, and all the right. So I'm going to aim right in the middle because I don't want to fuck around with the bunker. 2-8 in that position is about 1-4, 1-5, something like that. Okay. So see, I'm using my vertical grid line. Right, I started off in the 1-4 in the red. Just bring it there. Okay, and I'm going to use a little OP. I'm going to use more curl than I did the last time. And if this fucker goes through the fairway, you know, I use less overpower and more right, but I've got more right spin. Okay, so I'm happy with that. See, if I just go over that rough, I've been going through the fairway, and it's been super painful this hole. And the reason, the worst part is that when I finally get it in the fairway, I haven't taken this shot enough to dial this shot in. That's the part that's annoying. Okay, so this next one, we're going to play at -20 because it's straight uphill. I had -10 originally. No, I'm playing. This can't be -20. Let's see where let's see. Yeah, it's you know, pretty good grade. I'm gonna play my -20 on this one, even though it's probably about 15. Perfect shot. Nice shot. So everyone, especially at Expert 2, tends to be pulling this left all the time. This shot. Okay, so 3-5. I don't have only a sniper 6, so I don't have much backspin, and that's the problem right now with this club. So it's almost like I gotta put it straight in. I'm really flirting with this line here, but I'm chancing it because it's the only way I'm gonna put it in. I want it just over the rough, because if I do clip the rough and come out, you know, I'm confident I'm gonna sink that little shot. So max is 3-2. Okay. You know, we'll pray that we don't clip the rough here. Ah, fucking great range. Fuck you. Okay, well the good news is we missed the, look at that. That probably would have been pretty close. I think that would have been pretty close if I hit perfect there. The problem is, you see it's coming in hot. Like, I just missed the rough and I'm still past the hole. Like, basically I've just got to drill it. Maybe, you know what's worth looking at here, and I'm just thinking about it now, is maybe see if what kind of guardian I have. I'm going to take a look at that. This might be if you have a decent guardian. If you have a low level sniper, I mean, if you have a good level sniper, like a level 8 and above, you're fine because you got the backspin. Once you get, I think it's 8. Is it 8 or 9? Maybe it's 9 that you get the backspin. I think you get the better ball guide at 8, but you get the backspin at 9. So if you have that backspin on your sniper, you want that. If you don't, I'm gonna think about using a guardian on that hole next time. I'll write that down. All right, sorry if the sound changes a bit. So this hole we're feeling pretty comfy about. So we drained it both times on the last round. What am I doing here? This is what oh no, I don't have enough backspin on that one. club do I have to use here? I think I gotta use Thor's here. So let's make sure we got that set up in the app. Okay, Thor's 3 with Sniper, with Titan. Or no, was I using? I was using this Scrab ball or whatever it is. Okay. So, the first shot, we're just laying up in front of the bush. So, with 4 backspin. And just playing it like +5 because there's no elevation, but the wind will push it a little bit. And the second shot, we're playing at +30. And when I hit it with a great right the first time, it reminded me, because I have the bad sniper, that I want my ball guide just to be in the front of the hole. And the first time I had played it through the hole, but when I hit great right, it took the power off and sort of played the hill and came in. On the next account that I play, I have the Sniper 10, or Sniper 9, I think. I just got the 9. That you got to play the ball guide a little through the hole. This Sniper 6, you don't see the end of the ball guide, and I had forgot that. But got lucky and it went in, and on the second one, on the back 9, just aimed it right in the hole and it went in. So 4 backspin, you can play some right spin. And I just want to be in front of this bush here. So something like that. Okay, right in the middle of the pad. No danger for hitting something, doing something bad. Okay, so 1.9.
Perfect shot.
Okay, good start. Okay, 243. So I've hit from 243, 244. Seems to be the same. So the Sniper, and we're gonna play at +30. And you'll see I have the power 3 ball on. I'm gonna leave it at that. Does it change with power 2? And it's the same. Okay, so.
Perfect shot.
Because I think my original adjustment was based on the power 3 ball. Hey, all right. Where the hell was he? He had a little chip. He must have mangled one all the way down there somewhere. I should look at what he did. I don't know what he was hitting off the tee. It looked like just a little chip he had. Okay, so here, so just one topspin, no side spin. And just getting the ball guide into the front, right, just sort of right in the hole there-ish. Right about there. Okay, so 1.9. Max +30 is 2.4.
Perfect shot.
See, so that shot's money. So from 243 to 244, just max +30. And the ball guide just going in the front of the hole. When I get to my next account, I'm pretty sure my Sniper 9, I'll have the ball guide will be showing through the hole because it's got the better ball guide. And that's what I screwed up on the last one. All right, I'll pause it out. We'll go to the next. Okay, so I'm not going to go back, but if you want to look at what that guy did as another option, I think he was close to the hole, but I wasn't paying attention. So, but if you want to check out what he did, it looked like he had a close second shot there. Okay, so on to hole 8. Okay, so we're going to use that same ball, the 422 ball, just because that's what's been going in. Max +10 with arrow, 4 down, 4.5, right at it. Okay, so this hole we've been dropping a lot, and then last round I was screwing it up, and I don't know why. Okay, so we're ready to rock. So we've got Goliath. We're max +10 with arrow, power two ball. And the last time I played it, I was going past the hole, and I don't know why. I think I was lining it up closer somehow. So hopefully we get back in the groove on this one because I was just hitting it each round, every account. I hope to hell the audio's working there. I messed that up on the last one.
Great shot. Nice on.
Okay. So I'm going to put my spin in first. So 4 down, 4.5 left. So, see, it looks like I'm getting closer to the rough than I used to be, and I don't understand that. So to me, that looks right at it about there. So 3-0 to there. So 1.8.
Perfect shot.
Fuck. So why?
Nice
So
on.
that went right, and I actually pulled it a bit left. I don't know what I'm doing differently. So if you caught where that ball guide was, I think I would play it exactly the same as I just did and bring that ball guide over to the left a little bit.
Birdie.
I, I'm not sure why it's that this fucking shot was going in every time. So I would say just do what I just did and just make that ball guide go just a touch left of where I went. I should be looking at the green squares of where my ball's bouncing at the end. That's the easiest way to do it. So if you see where my end of my ball guide, what square it was on, and then you can sort of line up, okay, a little left of there. Okay, so hole 9. So this one we're gonna play. Do we have a horizon in here? Here we go. So APOC horizon and power 5 ball. I don't want to use up that other one. I'll use a berserker. That other power 5 ball's great ball because you get the 3 spin, and I don't need the spin on this one. Okay. So I think the horizon's the important combo. Even an expert, I'm using a horizon for the second shot. You could also use a big topper from right up here and just use a big topper and go down the fairway. You don't need to do what I'm doing here if you don't feel comfortable with it. So I'm playing straight right with 1 backspin on this shot because I don't want to go too far. Okay, so that's max OP. I don't need to go into too much OP because the wind's going to, just to make sure that I hit, not going to aim right in the middle, sort of a little bit this way because the wind. Okay, and sort of grate proof it. Like I feel comfy on those shots, but if you don't, you could just play a big topper off the top and just do the big bounce down. So the important part is if you are going to blast here, you don't need topspin. Just 1 backspin's fine. You're not gaining distance by going straight. The only thing that could happen to you is something bad and you go through the fairway. See how tight up I am up there? So if you hit great left or something, and you got topspin, you're gonna mess with the rough, and then the hole's over. You just you're gonna have to drill one off the fairway after you lay up. So there's no point in that. So either big topper off the top and just straight down the middle with a power 5 ball though. That's the important part, and a horizon on your second. And the reason the horizon's important on the second. So first of all, the horizon, see how he just powered it through, and now he can't get there. You know, it's just silliness. If he had an Amazon, he might be able to get there, I think. So the horizon is important because you can play from here. You know, if you for some reason you're back, but because I'm here, I can reach over. You don't want to mess around with going long here. Okay, going long, it'll roll off the back of the green. You can see the slope on the back of the green. So that's really all I want is to be just either on the front edge or just dribble onto the front. Okay, so horizon, I'll just say it's plus 10, power 5, but 1.5. So maybe a touch OP. I'm going to use all the curl.
Great shot.
And great left isn't good with this club, but it's fine on this shot. So that's perfect. That's right on the edge here anywhere. The putt's fine from if I just went on the green. That's all you want here. You don't want to mess around with the back. We're not trying to sink it. You know, if it ever went in, it's just fluky anyway. And going off the green, like for my account here, if I go off the back into the rough, I'm shooting like a junglist or something crazy like that where I've got no ball guide. And, you know, who we all know what happens with those shots. You know, they go in once in a while, but if you don't hit perfect or you don't line it up, you're in trouble. See, if he had, I don't know what club he hit there. Get out. Oh, great. Hopefully he'll be able to hit that. If you have an Amazon or something, you can get saved from where he was. So again, if you have an Amazon, this is a good course for it because there's not many times you're going to be in the rough around the green. But when you do miss hit a tee shot, there's a few holes, 3, 4 holes where it can come in real handy. Let's get through the hole a bit more here. Don't fuck this easy shot up. Ooh, great right. Should be fine. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That needle is going so slow. If I had a fucking dollar for every time that happened in rookie with this fucking slow ass needle. It's so funny when it was coming down, and I even said so. Don't fuck this up because I've done it before. If that costs me a gold, I'm gonna be so pissed. What a joke. What a fucking joke. I've done that so many times. I'm sure you guys have
Great
too.
shot.
Just nonsense. See, and what I usually do is aim in the left side of the cup and then push over a little bit for the wind just to protect the great right. And I didn't do it there because I've been an idiot. I know better. So, great example. If I play that in the left side of the cup, okay, then just adjust a little bit to the right for the wind, just a touch because it wasn't like a strong wind or anything. But what I do there is when I'm aiming on the left edge, I protect the great right. On that slow needle, I'll never ever miss great left. I could only miss great right because it's coming down so slow. So there's a good tip of what not to do. Don't do what I just did. Aim in the left edge. Touch over because the wind was pointing left. And then if you hit a great right, you're fine. I'll never ever hit that shot great left. It's impossible. God damn it. Okay, hopefully we got all the shit out of our system here. Get the right clubs on. God, well, that was embarrassing, but it happened. So let's go to the next Kingmaker. Back to hole one. So this one again is. Oops, don't want that. This one is just how far you drive it. Okay, so we were there last time, 360. All right, I was trying to hit this one a little further. What's this? 366, perfect. So at 367, we were 22% slider. Okay, so Goliath, it'll be on the next shot. It's going to be -5. And we have to remember to add the 0.2 at the end. So we're going to go, so let's see here. So 367 is 11. Over 3 is 12, right? So 12 is going to be 24% slider plus 0.2. Let's drill this. We need this. Need to make up for that piece of shit on the last hole. So 3-6. Wind arrow in that direction. Hit the check mark. Okay. And then we're saying 24 plus 0.2. So I'm going to play this 1.5. That's where we made the mistake last time. 4 backspin. Short of the hole because we don't have much ball guide. Okay, and then a 1.3. Ah, fuck. That was it. I know that was going in.
Nice on.
Okay, so again, if you're going to write this down, so 378 was my original dropping point. So the first time I played it, I hit more OP than I had to, but I had that marker now. So at 378, you're -5 in min plus -2. Okay, so for every, if you go where I went, so for every yard short of that, you add +2% to that slider. So there I was 12 short because I was 366. So took that 12 times 2 is 24% on the slider, and then just do the same thing. Goliath -5 plus 0.2, and that's how I got that number. You can see the weight was perfect. You know, I could just tell by where I am with the Goliath 6. If I just hit perfect there, I'm sure that was in the hole. That's super frustrating, but you can see how those notes work, though, to perfection. Like, you know, getting the right weight and and just getting the right angles down. Okay, I'll pause this out for the next. Okay, so that was frustrating. So this one, we are the same Goliath Kingmaker. Medium +10 with arrow. Four down, half left. A little left of right at it. It's frustrating, and especially in rookie, to not hit perfect. But, you know, you'll notice that about all the best players when they play, is that they hit, not only are they good players, but they hit perfect all the damn time. It's sickening how much they hit perfect. That's probably for sure the weakness of my game. I'm good at making the notes, of understanding sort of the stuff, but just not good at hitting perfect like that. So if you're a good, if good at hitting perfect all the time, right? That you have a huge chance of being one of the best players, because that's all it really is. Just down now, it's just getting the notes and stuff down. So 4 down, half a left. 3-4 wind in sort of that way. Okay, so 1-7. Okay, we want to be a little left. So like that. So let's see where that is. That's in right on the right of that brown square. Okay.
Perfect shot.
Get in, fucker. Wow. Okay, so
Nice on.
now I know. So I'm going to write it down. So that was in the right of the brown square. We have to be half of that brown square. So half of ball guide in half of the brown square.
Birdie.
So it was right on the front of that brown square. And I played right on that right part, so I would play it half of that brown square.
Birdie.
Okay. So I would play that same exact shot, and then when I turned the view around and it showed me in that right corner, the bottom right corner, I would move that over. You know, you saw how much I missed by, so I would move it about half a square, I think. Looks like the right thing to do. That's annoying as shit. Okay. I haven't looked to see what the score is in my bracket, but I know in my next bracket that it's going to be a big one because some guy had like minus 17 after 9. So I'm not going to look. Maybe I'll get lucky and get an easy bracket because I'm not having a very good round here. Got to get some drops. Okay, Power 5 Horizon. So this hole. We're just playing for Eagle. Make sure you got the Horizon. Power 5. Not messing around. I got to start using the good balls now because there's no use, holding balls back on these accounts because I never play them. Only in tournaments. So like having 100 balls of this one, will last me another year probably. What I do is every month I usually buy 1 or 2 packages. I'm down to one sort of now. I used to buy more, buy $200 pack, but I would use like one for one account, one for whatever something needed. But these accounts I haven't bought balls really in quite a long time. Okay, so this is where we were bouncing it off. Make sure I got my Horizon on. Got my Junglist there. It's the only thing that had friggin' topspin. Okay, so 3, 2. We'll say that's about a 10% win. It's 1-6, which is about there. I'm gonna try and get a little more aggressive with this one.
Great shot.
Hopefully not go through the fairway. It's still gonna hit the rough, I think. Oh fuck, look at this. How is that even possible? I hit it fucking harder. Wow. That was untimely. So don't make that mistake. Play it the way I did on the front. Just be normal. I got the real aggressive line there. And see, look, even if I bounced over that rough, I'm probably going into the rough past that. Which is why I have the Junglist on, where I might have a crack. If you have an Amazon and if you have an Amazon and you want to blast it way out there, I'm pretty sure you could reach with the Amazon with all the top spin on your second shot. But that's dumb. I should just do what I did in the first time. Just trickle it out. Let it hit the rough and bounce out in the fairway. And let the Horizon do the work for me. That was just being greedy. Greedy. Nice shot by this guy. Or do what he did. Although with the Kingmaker, I don't know if he's going to have enough. Okay, so where do I want to be that I can hit a shot? I think the funnel, there's a funnel on this side, so I'm going to go down here. Try not to go too far. I have no ball guide, so the last thing I want is to go through this fairway. Fuck, do I even... the Junglist. Which one's the Junglist? I think it's that one. It's not set up. Okay. So I'm just going to guess about that. Alright, let's see if we got a hero shot in us. I think my hero might be the Falcon 2. That was just bad. I mean, fucking greedy. Don't play like me. Don't be greedy. Stupid hero shots. You know, I'm feeling the pressure a little bit because I know the good scores that are available.
Perfect shot.
Who knows? I might not need a big score in this bracket. Oh, he got out. Good shot. Okay, so where are we? 4-1. What do we got? Well, we're in Goliath. So where's Min is there? Okay, so Min's 1-5. I'm way uphill, I think, here. No, not really. Maybe -5 at the most. And that's Min. That's Max. So we're pretty mid number. Fuck.
Perfect shot.
Bad adjustment. Might get lucky here. Alright. So, I'll take that. I mean, stupid hole. You could see they're just playing the right shots. So I don't know if I've talked about this before with long irons. Okay, and like just a regular a regular wind. I like to play 4 backspin, and with a short iron, I like to play 3 backspin, and with the wedge is maybe 2 or to 1, or even sometimes, like a lot of times I play those shots with 1 topspin or 2, unless you've got that long topspin shot. That's close, but I mean from further back. And that usually, with those spins, gives you
Perfect shot.
the nice little roll at the end where you're not bouncing.
Eagle.
Okay. If he doesn't forfeit, I will. Isn't he the same one I forfeited for last time? I love these guys because he knows that I'll forfeit and that he sits there for fucking forever. I hate this shit. Share the wealth there, pal. Okay. I couldn't help myself. I had to not let this guy take all the wins. Okay. I don't like. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was the guy from the hole before that I forfeited against. All right, where are we? So that was 12. So we're off to 13. Okay, so this one we're playing Quasar. Oh yeah, this one. So we got this one on the last with that same adjustment. Okay, so let's see if we can get it again. So this one again is 2 back, 3 right, Goliath +5 with wind arrow. Okay, so 2 back, 3 right to that square we talked about right there, and being on the left corner of that square. And now 2-7. See how that wind straightened out now? So that's why the wind arrow is more valuable, because it was going more right before, and now we're getting this sort of straight action. So that's, to me, is the big difference of using the wind arrow instead of using the elevation method. Because you'll get changes. Ah, fuck.
Great shot.
think that would have been close again, and who knows.
Nice on.
But see, in tournaments, the wind stays generally the same, but on some, once in a while, it'll change from like a 2 o'clock position to a 3 o'clock position. And that definitely makes a difference in the wind push. When guys are like, so I don't know what, say Tommy says, notes he'll say on this, I'm going to imagine plus 10. And that's why I had plus 5 with that wind arrow. And that time it would have been just plus 5, or plus. And when I can move the arrow just a touch, now I'm into like plus 6 or 7, where you can't do that with elevation. Like you can add a point, and those experienced guys know that. Guys, and even though their notes say plus 10, they know when the wind changes, and they use an extra, point 1 to their adjustment or whatever when it changes. But why have to do that when you've got the wind arrow available is what I don't understand. Plus, I hate just using fake elevation for wind effect. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so hole 5, we're going with the rock. Or no, was it we were using the APOC. That's right. So APOC and the Titan. And we've got that yardage down from the front 9 and aim at the right edge on our second shot. We're hopefully, where we've dropped this one from is from 333 and from 325. So we're hoping to be into that range. So I'm going to go to where I lined up last time, which was on the top of this hill. Not because I want to get a smoother bounce and playing 4 topspin. If you play the full, where this down into that area, you don't want as much topspin. Okay, so I'm going to play about half the ring in the rough, red ring. So 2, 3, just play this like plus 5, there's nothing there. 1.1, turn this around so it's easier. 1.1, and a good amount of curl. So hopefully I can get this to the 333-ish mark. That's where I'd like to be. $326. Okay, so 325 was right in the min. Okay, so we're either going to go min or min plus 0.1. We'll see. We'll see what it feels like. Oh, and by the way, if anyone noticed on the last hole, because I paused after, my thing here, I was using a quasar, and I had the power 5 ball on from this, so don't make that mistake. Even if I hit that perfect, it probably wouldn't have went in, because I would have adjusted too much, probably 0.3 or something too much. So made an error there. So it's always make sure you're on the right ball. So min, huh? Even though I'm not in min. So I'm going to play min plus 0.1. So I'm going to aim at that right edge that we talked about. Okay, so 3, 2, 1.1. Min doesn't feel right.
Perfect shot.
Go in, fucker. Oh, wow. I guess I should have aimed at the middle of the cup again, right?
Nice on.
God damn it. Oh, that's annoying. All these shots were going in the qualifiers. Okay. So what would have happened? So I went right of the hole, so I pulled too much. So it is min. It's weird, right? That I'm not in min, but I got to play it min. So what does that mean? That it's an uphill shot? Let's see what he shoots here. Is this really uphill? Or can we even tell? Because that's what it's saying. It doesn't look uphill. Maybe a touch, right? Can't see the bottom of the cup, but it's not like it's crazy though.
Perfect shot.
But like even though I'm really in the mid, I have to play it min. So I would say, like, I was far enough right. Well, I aimed at the right. So I would say I'm going back to the center of the cup. I'm going to write that down. Okay, so at what was that? 326? I think that was 326. It didn't feel right, that shot. So I'm writing down 326. I'm going to scratch out 325 as min. I'm going to play them the same. And I'm taking out right edge.
Birdie.
Okay, just go at it. And I would say that would have been min minus 0.1. So hopefully that helps you guys. I think that's definitely a min minus 0.1 and then go right at. None of this right edge shit in that. Okay, what are we on now? Hole 15. Okay, so this is the hole I hate. So last time we used this one. Actually, we didn't get to a bad spot the last time. All right. Oh, so I was going to check the Guardian. So let's do that. What Guardian? Or do I even have the Guardian? I do. It's level 4, which has 3 ball guide. So I'm going to put this club in. That's what I'm going to do. And that'll give me a better shot at sinking this. This is the last time I'm playing with a bad sniper anyway. So I know I can't stop the ball was the problem in time. Okay. Baby Yoda. Still not sure what to think of that. I think it is Yoda in that Mandalorian show, but some people have told me it's some baby Yoda. I don't see any evidence of that. I mean, Yoda lived for 1,000 years. There's no evidence that the show was at 1,000 years before these other shows. So, I mean, I think it is Yoda. That's just my take on it.
Great shot.
My girlfriend's gonna kick my ass. I keep forgetting the blinds. I went over a smoke. Plus, she has no idea that I keep putting this fucking ink pen. It's ruining our fucking blanket in her shirt. Her on her bed. Okay, so 1.9. So I want to land about there. I want to be safe for a great right. So 1.9. I'm just gonna aim on the bunker edge. Oh yeah, not too much spin. So 4 top spin only. Okay.
Great shot.
Fucking great left. Get through that rough, you fucking prick. Get through there. Oh, thank God. See, that's the advantage there of that ball, that I've got all that right spin. If that was a berserker, I might not have got through, and it certainly wouldn't have got through if it was a spin 1 ball. So got lucky there. So now, oh shit, what was that? A Guardian 4. I don't know if I even got this club set up in here. It's a Guardian 3. Well, we'll hope it's similar. Actually, I can try and manipulate this. I can get in there fast enough, I think. Guardian. Oh, fuck. Oh, crush. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck it. Not enough time. Don't want to risk it.
Great shot.
Nice shot. Okay, so 3-8 in this direction. So this is a bit of a guess. We're just going to try and line up the yellow to the hole. Something like that. 3.8 and max is 2.8. Oh, minus, what am I playing this? Minus 10. Minus 20, I think. Yeah, minus 20, which is 2.2.
Perfect shot.
So I wish I had have played that shot from the beginning. Unfortunately, the biggest thing about this hole for me is I wasn't hitting the fairway on any account except for my crush account because I have got the bigger club and I can control it more. And on that one, I have a sniper 9 or 8, whatever it is, where I can spin it more back and keep it at the hole. So with these ones, when I wasn't hitting the fairway, I didn't get to take a look at, I would have known from the beginning
Perfect shot.
that I could use the Guardian. So hopefully someone will catch this before they play. Get that Guardian in there, in the bag. That's a better shot. If you've got the low level sniper.
Eagle.
Because next time I would play that, I would do the exact same thing, except I would just aim a touch left, and it's got a good shot at going in. All right, 16. What do we need here? Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so just this regular. Oh yeah, do I have to change that now? Do I have a sniper anywhere? Yeah, we were using the Thors and the sniper. And I believe it's a Titan. Or we're using this fucking good ball. Do we need to do that? Seems like such an overplay to do that. I'm going to use a Titan. I don't want to use those good balls for no reason. I could probably use a Kingmaker too. Yeah, I think I'll use a Kingmaker. It makes more sense. I got so many of them, it doesn't fucking matter.
Perfect shot.
Okay, so this hole again, just make sure you got the 4 backspin on. And we're going to play right in front of this bush. And the next one is going to be the sniper. Plus 30. And the ball guide with a sniper 6, or maybe even a 7, I think sniper 6 or 7 or 5, whatever, the ball guide just in the front edge of the hole. But if you have the sniper 8, you're going to see the ball guide going through the hole because it's got more ball guide. And just one topspin on this next shot.
Great shot.
Okay. So 2-5. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, this did go in once. You get the nice little roll down the hill when you hit great right. It comes around. But the first time I did it, my ball guide was through the hole. What a time for a great right. That's just going in. I didn't look at the scores again. See where I'm sitting. Needed that because that's, I'm counting on that one. So we're going to have to be clutch on the 8th. Okay, and I've got this note here from last time to bring it back a little bit.
Great shot.
I'm perplexed about this 8th hole too because it was just going in every time and now I seem to be missing on both sides, which is weird. Okay, so we are in 4th. I can't see what the first place score is, but we'll probably find out after this one. So, where are we? We're at 22. We can get Eagle on the last is 24, 25. Oh, I can't take it. I gotta look. Okay, the guy's at 24. So if we're just normal, we get to 25. How many people still to play? Still lots of people to play, so who knows? Okay, so hole 8 is that we are going to use that ball, the scarab ball, 422 ball, and we're going to make sure we got the Goliath on. Okay. So we're max plus 10 with arrow. Change that to 2. 4 down, 4.5 left, and I'm going to make sure that I pull back a little bit. I think I was too close last time. Okay, so 3, 2, win like that. Okay, with win arrow, and max is 1, 9. 4 down. 4.5 left. And this time I'm going to pull it back further. I think I was just too close last time. So, something like that.
Perfect shot.
Need it, baby. Takes the pressure off if this goes in. Come on, go in, go in, go in. God.